Last week, we talked about a specific book called The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, and how this book has been so transformative in my life, and how books can impact us differently, specifically some quotes within books.
Yep, so today we're gonna share a quote from The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari that we think is an amazing quote, and we're gonna share our different perspectives. Hi friends! Today we want to share a quote from The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. So I'm going to read the quote for you. There is nothing noble about being superior to some other person. True nobility lies in being superior to your former self. All I'm really getting at is that if you want to improve your life and live with all that you deserve, you must run your own race. It doesn't matter what other people say about you. What's important is what you say to yourself. Do not be concerned with the judgment of others as long as you know what you are doing is right. You can do whatever you want to do as long as it is correct according to your conscience and your heart. Never be ashamed of doing that which is right. Decide on what you think is good and then stick to it. And for God's sakes, never get into the petty habit of measuring your self-worth against other people's net worth.
So powerful.
So good. I have
Literally.
chills. The arm hair on my arm is standing up.
It really is. I can see it.
So good.
Oh my God, it's so good. It like brought me right back to when I first read it, and I was like, oh my God, this is so good.
Jen sent that quote to me, and what was the line that for you that you really held on? It was that last line,
So
right?
it was the line that like
Into
never
the petty habit of measuring
your self-worth with other people's net worth. That one is what really, really, really got me, because that's something that I have struggled with. Measuring like my self-worth against literally other people's net worth.
When Jen sent me that, the line that I was like, oh my God, this is so powerful, was, do not be concerned with the judgment of others as long as you know what you are doing is right. And that really resonated with me because Jen and I, right, were different people dealing with different things, focused on different things. Stuck out for you was that net worth thing. You were like, that's something I'm working on right now.
Yes.
For me, something that I'm working on right now is letting go of, it's the whole concept of other people's opinions of me are none of my business. I have to do what I know is right. And it doesn't matter what someone else thinks.
It's so true. And it was so interesting because I remember when I sent her that quote, I pointed out my like, almost like an epiphany in a way, like of, oh my God, because I was doing that. I was judging my insides by other people's outsides. It was really, really hard for me. And when I read that, I don't know why, it's like at random times, things will hit me so strongly. That was one of those times. And when Julia said to me, I interpreted that totally differently. I was like, really? How? And then we got into this whole conversation. Same exact quote.
Same quote.
Interpreted it differently.
And because
based
it's
on our lives.
Exactly, like based on what we're working on, and because it's such a long, beautiful quote with a lot of meaning, there are lots of, I bet you that if there was a third person sitting here, they would have a third takeaway.
Absolutely.
From that, like the power of reading books together, and it's like the power of this little Socialmerk Book Club that we're kind of trying to build, is we want to share these great books and quotes and see what your perspective is as well.
Yeah, so maybe what we can possibly do is like write out the quote in the comment section so that you guys can then hopefully read it.
That's such a good idea.
Thank you. I'm learning from Julia.
She's becoming like such a good user of that. It's crazy. I'm a great teacher.
I'm just gonna switch my
for
profession.
hire if you need me.
No, but like you really
No, but
are.
I am.
No, you really
Like actually call me. Really call me.
No, you should really
My contact info is in the description box below. You can really reach out.
You should. Anyway, we're gonna put that quote in there so that you can read it yourselves, because if you're anything like me, you're more of like a visual learner as opposed to auditory. That for me would be huge. And then when you guys read it, we would love to know which part stands out for you.
Yes.
Because it could be a completely different part of that entire quote. And we want to know.
We do. So it is on page 69 in The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. Quotes in the comments below. So
Yep.
let us know what you think. Share it in the comments below. And if you guys enjoyed this one,
Give
hit
it
the
a
thumbs
thumbs
up button and hit the bell and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. And we'll be back on a Monday.
Bye. I need to practice looking at Pinky.
Right in the lens.
Right in the lens. I know that's gonna be in our bloopers.
I'm ready. I like that shirt.
Thank you. It's very old. I had this in high school.
Oh, really? Wow.
Clearly you don't remember.
I don't.
That's okay. It's from Urban Outfitters when Urban Outfitters wasn't really expensive.
Yeah. When they were like still new.
Yeah. No, they were really expensive then too.